just want to tell you about something that I did for someone the other day that you might be interested in. So she's a previous client of mine of 3 years ago, something like that. And she's been training on her own ever since. So we did lots of kettlebell work when she was pregnant, actually. And she's been training on her own ever since. So she just came back in to do a session going over basically just kind of like an MOT for all of her skills. So we spent an hour, we could have spent more, going over all of her skills. And I've written her up some notes as well, which I wanted to show you, just kind of to cement everything that we did. So she's got, we did that session together, and she's got some notes to take away, kind of like her own mini workshop. And I'm telling you this because this is probably going to be something that I offer informally. So I just wanted to show you what it's all about. So here's Hannah's notes. So we looked at her swings. So we've got some notes here on her swing start position. These all make sense to her, possibly to you as well. We want her body to be like a zigzag. We wanted to use a mirror to do that. We've got hips above knees, above shoulders. Think, do you have to look up to see your hips? So when you're in your hinge position, you should be able to look down your body to see your hips. You shouldn't have to look up to see your hips, so your torso shouldn't be upside down. And then we've got knees above ankles or midfoot. We've got a few links in here as well, so things that I've asked her to practice, and then these are links to my YouTube videos on them. This is specific to her. Don't lift your hips as you come into the backswing, because that's a little thing that I noticed her doing, and this is the solution to that. So we're practicing this. We're also practicing mud drags just to solidify this swing start position. So this was really specific to what I was noticing her doing. So we've got some bits in there just to basically fix, like, I don't know, tune up is probably better, some of the things that she was doing specifically. So this isn't exactly how to do a swing, but these are things that she was doing that can that were holding her swing back from being what it could have been, just because she's been doing it on her own for so long. What are we also talking about here? Connecting her arms to her rib cage fully. Remember, you're shooting the bell off your hips. You need your forearms connected to them. Breathing. We talked about the pressure system of breathing. I'm not going to go into it here. This cue here, sound like a train. It's what all the cool people do, obviously. Talking about the curve of the bell here, how it's meant to finish its journey on the backswing. Don't put the brakes on early. That's not something everyone does. You might. Squeeze your bum, I mean, that's relevant to everybody. And then we worked on single arm swings too, because she hadn't ventured into those yet. They were really good, actually. The only thing was to just bring her free hand to touch the bell. Otherwise, they were all good. We worked on presses as well. A little cue that we talked about in the RKC Big Six last week was to push your body under the bell. Push your body under the weight rather than pushing the weight up. And then just for her specifically, she needed to try and get her torso straight. There's quite a lot of lean in her torso, so we talked about watching herself in a mirror again, just to sort out, just again because she trains on her own a lot of the time. Vertical forearm, try and keep the bell within a straight up and down line of your body. And this here applies to everyone. Use your legs much more than you think you should with a press. When you look at a press, it looks like it's all about shoulders and upper body. Use your legs when you feel a sticky spot. This has got me out of quite a few sticky spots. Cramp your quads. It can often be the magic that makes the bell go up. We also noticed that she needed a bit of work on her cleans. I put this on Instagram a while ago, so have a look for it. It's about keeping the bell, thinking about the bell being on a set of scales, digital scales, and making it weightless before you lift the bell. It's on Instagram somewhere, and it will probably be on YouTube somewhere, and I can tell you about it if you wanted me to, about how to make the bell weightless and explode it from your legs. That will transform your clean. A little drill here to practice a rack position. Just reminding you that cleans are a workout in themselves. They're not just a means to a press. They're not just a means to a squat. They're brilliant. They're a really, really useful exercise in themselves. And then for her specifically, just to help with where she is now, I've got her working on gorilla rows, and there's a link there. And then she's been doing lots and lots of goblet squats, so we're just changing it up, same but different. She's going to do some clean and squat, which will give her a bit more of an interesting stimulus on her core, just to make sure she doesn't, where is it? Don't let the bell pull you around. There it is. So this is where that core control comes in, that kind of rotational core. And clean and lunge as well, just for a little bit of something different, and also because she does lots of running, so lunges are brilliant, weighted lunges are brilliant for helping you with your running. And that's it. So like I said, you're not going to find this on my website or on like my link in bio or anything like that. You can find Lifting Women there, which is where you kind of get all of this built in. but it's a subscription, so it's a membership, so you're paying every month for it, which is great because you get me to do this for you whenever you need. But this is just something I did as a one-off for someone that I know can use kettlebells. So I don't offer it formally, but I do offer it, and I can do it in the gym, and I can do it on Zoom if our schedules allow. So feel free to drop me a message if you use kettlebells on your own and you just want my eyes on you for an hour, maybe 2 hours if you've got a lot that you wanted to go through, and we can do a session, and I can write you up one of these so that you've got it all to hand with links in it. Drop me a message if you want.